Welcome to the Solo Female Traveler Podcast, your source to get out and explore the world, with your host, Luisana Colmenares.
Today I will be sharing some general tips that I follow when I am traveling. And these tips really have helped me a lot, and I hope it does the same for you. But before I share the tips, I want to share about the most important lesson I have learned. And this doesn't only apply for traveling, it applies for everything in life. And that is about mindset. And I have found out that when you have a positive mindset, good things happen to you. And when you have a negative mindset, guess what? Bad things happen. So when traveling, if you're thinking that bad things will happen, that you're unsafe, well, guess what? You will be unsafe. And doesn't matter if you're in Asia, you're in Europe, or you are in your neighborhood. So I like to think that the mind is like a magnet. So whatever we think, we attract it. Please, when you're traveling, make sure you have a positive mindset, and that you keep in mind that you're going to meet amazing people and that you will have an amazing experience. And that's the way it should be, because when you're traveling, you're on vacation. You don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to create any negative thoughts. So with that being said, now I will tell you about the tips. And well, the most important tip I can give you is to always stay alert. Stay alert wherever you go. And if you're walking alone in a city that you don't know, you're not familiar with, always walk without your headphones on. Because when you're listening to music and you have your headphones on, you're wearing your headphones, it's very easy for someone to catch you off guard from behind. So please don't do that. And also stay alert of your surroundings. Look at the people that is around you. Look at the place that is around you. Let me share a story. Something that happened to me 2 months ago when I was visiting Washington, D.C. And that was that I was at a train station. When I was waiting for the train, I saw 2 guys looking at me. But it's okay, not a big deal. I mean, whatever. But then when I got into the train, they still kept looking at me. And anyways, when I get out of the train, they also got out of the train. And I was like, oh man, okay. I was a little scared, I gotta be honest. But right away I was like, okay, there is an exit over there. I can run that way. There is the people over there that if I yell, they will help me. And I start walking faster. So as soon as I start walking faster, I see the 2 policemen and I start walking towards them. And when I did, these guys disappeared. So with this story, I want to show you what I did. I was alert. I noticed when the guys were looking at me. Then I kept an eye on the guys, and then I pretty much made an escape plan in my head. So please always do that. Like, you gotta think ahead of the people that is around you, pretty much. I don't know if that makes sense, and if it doesn't, please send me a comment on my website or my social media, or if you have any questions about it. Okay, so also another tip: get familiar with the culture. We have the internet. All the information you need is on the internet. So if you're going to a country that you don't know anything about, just do some research. Do some research on the internet. Also something that I do, I know it's kind of creepy, but I just talk to people living in those countries. Like, let's say that, I don't know, I'm going to Indonesia. I find people on Instagram that is from Indonesia, and I kind of see what they're doing, how they are living. And also I look for the place, and I see the pictures that people are posting, the captions. So that's what I do personally. You don't have to be as creepy as me, so you can just look it up on the internet. I kind of get an idea of the culture, because you don't want to risk offending anyone in a country that is not yours. And this also applies to the dress code, because I I always dress very conservative. I'm never wearing sexy stuff or showing too much because that's the way I am. But also it's very important that when you're traveling you do the same, because I mean, yeah, you don't want people to give you too much attention. Just to be safe. And if you want attention, you can get it in so many different ways. It doesn't have to be by showing your body. Also, when it goes to packing, another tip. I'm not a fashion person. I probably said that before. So what I do is that I just pack 2 pants. Depending, let's say that I'm going to a tropical destination. I just pack 2 pants, 1 shirt, 4 shirts, bathing suit, my amenities, like all the underwear I can pack. Because there's another thing, when you're traveling, you never know when you can do laundry. Yeah, it has happened to me, so then you gotta be creative on how to get your clothes clean. So I don't want that to happen to you, so please pack as many pair of underwears as you can. Oh, also for my periods, what I use are the menstrual cups. If you're not familiar with it, it's this plastic cup that you introduce and it keeps the blood from expelling. I mean, it has really worked out for me. I have been using them for a year now, and the best part is that you only need one and they don't take any space, and then you wash them and you reuse them. I love them. You can find them on Amazon or Google, your pharmacy. They are very efficient and ecological, so that works for me, and I hope it does for you as well. Oh, also I get asked a lot, like I have been in 21 countries, right? So people always ask me, oh, like, hey, what are the safest countries for solo female travelers? In my opinion, it depends. First, depends what languages you speak. Also, where you want to go, right? Because, I mean, there are so many different continents that I cannot make a generalization of it. Like, but if we are talking about Asia, I will highly recommend Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, and Philippines, because in these countries everyone speaks English, so it will be easier for you to navigate in those countries. If it is Latin America and you don't speak Spanish, go to the most popular places, because those are usually the ones that have expats and also people that speaks English. But yeah, it depends what country you want to. The most popular ones are Mexico, Argentina, Peru, Colombia, and in the main cities in those countries you will find people that will help you. And also depends. Also, if you're staying on a hostel, the people at the reception will help you. If you really want to immerse yourself in the Latin American culture, learn at least few words in Spanish. Because if not, you will be lost. Unless you're lucky enough to find someone that joins you and speaks good English and is from that place, and that will be awesome if it happens. That's all I have for you.